Hey, what's up everybody, TheDestroy here, and I'm back with a cast of BFME II, patch 1.06, and this is a 3v3 on Weather Hills. That's right. So, yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while, so this should be good, I hope. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got TheDestroy, that means I'm hosting, as Elves. Jesus. What is that team name? We have Aragrouine as Mordor there, my partner, and my last partner is Nelov as the Dwarves. The opposing team, we have Nebreck as Men of the West there. His partner is brandobras as Dwarves, and their last person is EttoDiPros. We'll just call him Etto. For short, there is Goblins. Alright, so this should be good. I do like this map. The only downside I feel this map has is this part. How this part is elevated, this part is not. I think this team technically has an advantage on this map because they have the high ground. And if you learn anything from Obi-Wan Kenobi, you must have the high ground. But yeah. It actually does affect the range of like archers and stuff. So that's the reason I don't like this map, but it's not bad for 3v3s. Still pretty fun. Looks like Dwarves are going with Guardians. They'll undoubtedly be sending them about. He's got Gimli. This is a 4K game, by the way. I play 4K mostly on BFME II, not on Rise of the Witch King. I play BFME II to have fun, really, with 4K games. They're still pretty good. So, not that I don't play Rise of the Witch King to have fun, but you know what I mean, right? Sure. I try to play more serious on Rise of the Witch King. Anyway, I'm going with Elven archers here. Looks like I will stop him from actually getting over here and capturing the outpost. Looks like Malthasaran is going into the lands of the Goblins here. Who's going double Goblin Cave. Wait. Oh, brandobras is his partner. Okay, I was gonna say. Brandobras also has a Gimli. Looks like he'll be going after Malthasaran there. And the Men of the West player... I've already forgotten everyone's name. Nebreck. Pushing forward with his Aragrouine. He has captured this outpost as well. Definitely want to get the outposts. Looks like I grabbed our outpost there. And I'll begin defending up here. See, he has to fight up a hill, and against Elves that's pretty tough, because I'm going to be putting archers up here, and towers, and just going down and raiding when I want to. As Elves, it can be a little bit difficult to stop. Looks like Gimli's chasing down Aragorn there. Gimli is level... How is Gimli level 5 already? Aragorn is still level 1. I have no idea how he leveled up so quick. He didn't kill the fire dick. I guess he got it off combat. Impressive, I guess. Gimli is really overpowered in this patch. One of the major downsides of this patch is Gimli being so damn strong. Same with Aragorn. When he uses Blade Master, he's basically unkillable. Both of those heroes are pretty powerful, but Nelov looking to lose his... Oh, he lost his Gimli. Why did he not retreat? That was... pretty big loss there, as once you lose Gimli, you cannot afford to rebuy him. Not for a while there. So I'm going for a Region Forge pretty quickly, actually. I guess I do have the outpost, so I do have the means to do so. I'll be defending against Brandobras' dwarf attack here pretty soon. While meanwhile pushing in with some Gryffindor Lancers. Looks like I have 2 battalions of those. Trying to get some builders. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Get them out of there. Also, the Corsair is helping me raid from Aragrouine there, as he is helping both the bottom and the top, as you should in the middle. When you're the middle player, you really should be supporting both sides the best you can. Whenever I'm in the middle, I end up supporting one side more than the other. But, I mean, oof, that axe throw is pretty brutal, taking out quite a few of those Gryffindor Lancers. But you see I have a pretty strong fortification up on the top of this hill. A statue and a well, a mirror, to make it very hard to crack. but the Dwarves will give it a shot. He does have a leap attack. He could potentially leap into my archers. That would be pretty disastrous for me. So my archers killed the Creebane pretty quickly, giving me back my leadership and such. Although I don't really have a whole lot of troops here. And there goes Leap and Gimli, completely crushing that battalion. Actually, no, it sent a few of them flying and they did live. So if I can get them away, they will actually respawn more guys. Got Balthasar down here helping out.
They'll crush us
With some Corsairs. Everyone's still alive. He is level 4 now, so he does have leadership, and he does have his Blade Master, of course, which will make him quite brutal to deal with. And Beacon was placed by a destroyer, showing I'm in trouble, apparently. Gimli trying to take out my builder with an axe throw. Not quite killing it, fortunately for me, but I am losing as the Goblins and Dwarves are pushing forward here. And I've signaled for help. Aragrouine has answered the call. He's sending his men here. And I got some Lancers and Mirkwoods now. Mirkwoods will make a bit of a difference, as Mirkwoods are good. I mean, Lorien Archers are good too, but Mirkwoods have more range, more damage. Although it's arguable which one does more damage, because in this patch, because Loriens actually have more per unit. So it's hard to say. But yeah, looks like we're holding off fairly well now. So I'm trying to rebuild my heroic statue. Trying to regain the lost ground here. Goblins bringing in a cave troll, which could be problematic for us. Looks like Nelov pushing forward. Yeah. No, Nelov is this guy. Nelov trying to defend against these Men of the West guys from, what's his face? Nebreck. Who has actually got in there. Wow, seems Nelov got some guys all the way to brandobras' base. Doesn't look like brandobras has anything to deal with it. Although he has brought some phalanxes back to try and deal with this. Although he may lose his barracks, which would be actually pretty bad for him. And yes, he does lose his Hall of Warriors. Good pickup there from Nelov, as he's doing quite well. And it looks like we have beat back the Goblins and the Dwarves there. So we are regaining. We're actually pushing down the hill this time. Trying to set up a defensive perimeter on the bottom instead of the top. A little bit closer to his base so we don't have to fight our way down. It's like a barricade expansion is being thrown up there. And Nelov pushing down with his Dwarves now. He does have his Gimli back, and he does have a Gloin now as well, which will be quite useful. Once you get the Dwarven trio, you're pretty much set. He doesn't quite have the Dwarven trio yet. Let's see, Destroyer has Arrow Volley.
We ride
Rally
from
Call. The battle seems to be going pretty well here. Archers are doing good. Nebreck, the men, has Heal, and that's it. 4 power points remaining. Nelov, the Dwarf, has Heal and 7 power points. Goblins have Cave Bats and 4 power points. Actually not doing great for Goblins. Aragrouine has Barricade and Eye of Sauron. And brandobras, the Dwarf, has 9 power points and a Rally Call. So nothing major has been got yet. Uh-oh. Air volley going down there. Completely butchering all of the Men of the West guys there. Leaving Dwarves in a good position. Gimli looking to take down Aragorn. Aragorn's Blade Master is off cooldown. On cooldown even. And even with Gimli's thing more off, he'll... Oh, Axe Throw. Do it. I think Axe Throw might kill him. Yeah, guess he's not going to Axe Throw. He should have Axe Throwed, but might not have killed him anyway. Although Gimli are going doing a Shatterhammer? Shake Foundation. Shatterhammer's is level 10. Shake Foundation. Crippling that archery range, almost killing it. And these Rangers are being picked off pretty quickly by the Dwarves. Seems the Goblins have pushed us back once again. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. My army and Aragrouine's army have moved south, actually, to start raiding the lands over here, as we're not in immediate danger. Looks like Aragrouine will go over here to help destroy the Men of the West, as they're very weak right now. So doubling him is a pretty sound tactic, I would say. Meanwhile, we have a pretty decent setup here. He does have to run up the hill through this barricade expansion with Goblin Warriors, and I do still have a lot of archers, and I do have lancers as well, which are good against those Goblin Warriors. And Men of the West, Nebreck looks to be in a lot of trouble. He does have Boromir. He's level 2 though. Level 3 is where the Horn of Gondor is at in this patch, so not going to be blowing any horns today, I fear. In fact, he may get killed before that happens. Sauron does need to be careful. It looks like he will be fleeing. Boromir's fleeing into the north. Looks like he's actually chasing down the mouth of Sauron, to be more correct. And yeah, things are looking pretty good for my team, honestly. Men of the West are building over here as he's probably going to lose his base. Yeah, he's definitely losing his base. And if he didn't build that barracks, he'd be knocked out of the game. Although at this point, it probably doesn't matter. Because really, once you lose a teammate like that, the game's basically decided. The Dwarves and Mordor are doing really well down there, and I'm doing just fine up here. Goblins don't have enough power to actually break my defensive line. That shows the power of the Elves' defense, really. I always feel Elves have a problem sieging, but sometimes, at least. You could utilize your Ents pretty well on occasion, as they don't get hit by fire too much. But breaking Elven defense can be pretty tough sometimes, as the archers are so good. And it looks like I didn't utilize my cavalry the best there. Running them through some pikes. It happens. Another barricade being thrown up on top of the hill. As you see, it shoots down the hill. Pretty decent range, too. Not quite to there, but like to here, I believe, is the range on it. Pretty far. And Mordor has done a great job of keeping us safe. It does have men over here. Well, those aren't Mordor. Those are actually Dwarves, but Mordor has guys over here as well. He could probably send them all in at this point. I don't think anyone's in any danger of losing from our team. I do have Silver Thorns now, which will make things completely impossible for this team. Boromir is trying to get level 3. Looks like he's running in. Although these Lorien Wars leadership are going to tear him to pieces. Jesus, they sent him flying. Boromir just got completely butchered there. And now Goblins player Etto is in a lot of trouble. I'll begin knocking down his structures with my pikemen and my archers there. So I do have summon Ents as well. And yeah, that's right, in this patch they actually summon 3 Ents. I'm used to Rise of the Witch King 2.02 where it summons 2. But 3 Ents, I won't complain about 3 Ents. I like having an extra Ent. Although when you have to deal with it, it can be a bit tricky. Because 3 Ents is kind of hard to stop. You can take down your fort pretty quick. As you see, Dwarves and Mordor. Well, I don't see any more Mordor guys over here, but Dwarves are taking out the other dwarf quite nicely. About to finish off the Men of the West, it looks like. And the fire arrows on the fortress actually will save it from the Ents there. I'm attempting to take out all of his troop-producing structures with my archers there. Might even be able to finish off the fort with the archers itself. I think they'll do enough damage to take that much, especially with the eye over them. Oh yeah. Although they are getting killed quite quickly. Takes 2 shots to kill one of these guys. And there are some Goblin Warriors wailing on my guys as well. It's going to be close. But I will get the fort eventually, as you might imagine. Dwarves doing good there. Will I get the fortress? I want to see if I get the fortress. I'm definitely going to get the fort. I have a whole battalion, basically. Oh, no. Say it isn't so. Okay, apparently I had to retreat. But I'm sure I can come back and sneeze on that thing. Oh, Mouth of Sauron going in. Will he sack his life? No, because he doesn't have to. He has the Evil Eye. Evil Eye worked quite effectively, actually, at doing the rest of the damage needed. Actually, it seems like this dwarf has held off. Brandobras not quite dead yet, as he has fended off the attack of nelov. Yeah, nelov. But things are still looking bleak for him, as his goblin teammate is dead, basically. And the Men of the West teammate is pretty much also dead. That will leave him all alone to face on 3 armies. It's not going to go well for him. It is near on impossible to actually win that situation, unless the all 3 players are completely inept. I remember actually winning some games like that on Battle from Middle-earth through the Xbox 360. I used to win like 3-on-1s, sometimes 2-on-1s or whatever, when my teammate would die or something. Those were fun days. Xbox 360 was quite fun, but the PC version obviously is superior. And Xbox version is no longer playable online, so that doesn't matter at all anyway. So I wouldn't touch a 360 anymore, quite frankly. I realize how much of a piece of crap it is. And I'd be surprised it even started up. There it is. And it looks like everyone's converging in on Dwarven player brandobras here. I think all men should be sent to the front. We do have men just standing around for some reason. The Men of West's last structures are over here. Don't quite have any siege, but will we need it? We might, as there is a lot of stuff here. Arrow volley going down. Ooh, completely obliterating those dwarves. Whose arrow volley was that? I think that was mine. Pretty nasty. Arrow volley, when used correctly, can be pretty devastating, as long as they don't move. But if they do use it, try and press X on your with your troops selected, and they will split up the best they can to try and avoid some arrow damage. Also, if you're lucky and they're buffed, like really heavily buffed, and they're a tanky unit, if you put them in defensive stance, and possibly porcupine formation or whatever, if they have that ability, because that does actually give them more armor, they will live through that arrow volley. Yeah, it looks like the dwarven base is going to go down here. There's definitely enough dwarves surrounding the space, and Mordor and Elves are converging in as well. And that will be it for brandobras. I think he's the last player. I think the Men of the West are already dead now. And yeah, brandobras has been defeated, and that is game over. Very cool. So yeah, nice little 3v3. My team did quite well in that match. And yeah, well played to everyone in that match. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you in the next cast of the Battle from Middle-earth 2, patch 1.06. We'll see you guys next time.
You cannot hide. I see.